Ever wondered why making decisions in today's world feels like navigating a maze in the dark? We're living in an era of information abundance, but this wealth of data comes with its own set of challenges. First, let's talk about bounded rationality. This concept suggests that our decision-making capabilities are constrained by the limitations of our own minds. We're only human after all, and our brains can only process so much information at a time. When faced with a sea of data, we often resort to simplifications and heuristics, which can lead to less than optimal decisions. Then there's information overload and pollution. Every minute, we're bombarded with a deluge of data from various sources, social media feeds, news outlets, emails, and more. This constant influx can be overwhelming, and it's often difficult to separate the wheat from the chaff, the relevant from the irrelevant, the truth from the falsehoods. This information pollution muddies the waters of our decision-making process. Next up is decision fatigue. Each decision we make, no matter how small, depletes our cognitive resources. By the time we're faced with a significant decision, we may find ourselves mentally exhausted, leading to snap judgments or decision avoidance. These factors collectively create a complex labyrinth that we're expected to navigate every day, often leading to decision paralysis or poor choices. The modern information age, while providing us with unprecedented access to knowledge, also presents unique challenges that can make decision-making feel like an uphill battle. Now imagine if we had a tool that could help us cut through this maze, a tool that could process vast amounts of data, filter out the noise, and present us with clear, unbiased information to aid our decision-making process. Well, that's where the idea of integrating artificial intelligence with human cognitive processes comes into play. But more on that in the next scene. Indeed, the challenges of decision-making in the modern information age are numerous and can be overwhelming. But fear not, for every challenge presents an opportunity for evolution and growth. So let's dive deeper into this fascinating topic in the following scenes. But what if there was a way to turn the tables? Picture this: a world where artificial intelligence isn't just a tool, but an extension of our minds, enhancing our cognitive abilities and decision-making prowess. This isn't a far-fetched idea from a sci-fi movie. It's a hypothesis rooted in the integration of AI and human cognitive processes through cyborgization. Let's break this down. Humans by nature have cognitive limitations. We struggle with decision fatigue, information overload, and bounded rationality. We live in an era of information surplus, where every decision is a battle against these limitations. But here's where AI and cyborgization come into play. Imagine having a cognitive sidekick, an AI that can process vast quantities of information far beyond our capabilities. It's like going from a bicycle to a rocket in terms of information processing speed and efficiency. This can significantly mitigate the effects of information overload, making decision-making less daunting. Now, let's talk about biases. We humans are unfortunately riddled with them, and they often cloud our decision-making. But AI systems, if well designed, can operate without these cognitive biases, leading to more objective analysis and rational decision-making. And what about decision fatigue? AI can take over routine and data-intensive tasks, conserving our cognitive resources and allowing us to focus on decisions that need our human insight. It's like having a personal assistant who never gets tired or makes mistakes. Finally, AI systems can learn and adapt faster than we can. By integrating these systems into our decision-making processes, we create a dynamic feedback loop where both AI and human insights continuously improve. This could lead to decisions that are not just effective, but also ethically sound and globally beneficial. Imagine a world where decision-making isn't an uphill battle anymore. A world where we harness the power of AI and cyborgization to navigate the complexities of the modern information age. A world where we are not just surviving, but thriving. That's the potential game changer we're talking about. Let's dive deeper into this fascinating theory. We start with the concept of augmented processing capacity. Imagine the human mind with all its brilliance, yet constrained by its biological limitations. Now envision that mind, augmented by an AI capable of processing vast amounts of information at lightning speed. This is not about replacing human cognition, but enhancing it. By integrating AI into our cognitive processes, we could handle and analyze large data sets more efficiently, mitigating the effects of information overload. Next, consider the potential for enhanced accuracy and reduced bias. Humans, despite our best efforts, are prone to cognitive biases that can cloud our judgment. AI systems, however, can be designed to operate without such biases, leading to more objective analysis of information and consequently more rational decision-making. Of course, this assumes that the AI systems themselves are free from algorithmic biases, a topic that deserves its own in-depth discussion. Now, let's talk about sustained decision-making stamina. Our cognitive resources are finite. Every decision we make, particularly those involving complex data, drains these resources. By delegating routine and data-intensive tasks to AI, we can conserve our cognitive energy for decisions that require deep thought and human insight. Moving on, we have the concept of adaptive learning and feedback. AI systems can adapt and learn from new information and changing environments faster than we can. If we integrate such systems into our decision-making processes, we can create a dynamic feedback loop where both AI and human insights are continuously improved. Finally, let's consider the ethical and global implications. With enhanced decision-making capabilities, we would be better equipped to consider complex ethical dilemmas and the global impact of our decisions. The goal is not just to make decisions faster or more efficiently, but also to make decisions that maximize benefits and minimize harm on a larger scale. This theory paints a picture of a future where decision-making is not a burden, but an empowered process. Imagine a world where we're not just surviving the information age, but thriving in it, using AI as a tool to unlock our full cognitive potential. With great power comes great responsibility, and this theory is no exception. As we move into a new era where AI and cyborgization become integral to human decision-making, we must also consider the profound implications this theory carries. When we talk about the integration of AI into our cognitive processes, it's not just about making us smarter or more efficient. It's about fundamentally changing how we understand and interact with the world. This shift in perspective will necessitate new governance frameworks to manage the ethical and societal implications of AI and cyborg technologies. We must ask ourselves, how do we ensure that these technologies are used responsibly? How do we prevent misuse or exploitation? How do we navigate the blurred lines between human and machine? It's a delicate balancing act, one that requires thoughtful, informed policymaking and governance. Moreover, this theory signals a shift in our educational systems. If AI is to become an extension of our cognition, we need to prepare individuals to work effectively with it. This means focusing on skills that complement rather than compete with artificial intelligence. We need to foster creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence, skills that AI, at least for now, cannot replicate. Beyond the classroom, this theory also points to new directions in technological development. Research and development will increasingly focus on creating AI systems that are transparent, accountable, and designed to augment human cognition in specific beneficial ways. We need AI that doesn't just mimic human intelligence but enhances it, helping us to make better decisions and navigate our complex world with greater ease and insight. But let's not forget, this is a two-way street. As much as we shape AI, it will shape us. It will challenge us to rethink our current systems and practices, to strive for better, more sustainable ways of living and working. This new world order is not without its challenges, but the potential benefits are immense. It's a world where human cognition is not limited by information overload or decision fatigue, where we can make more rational, ethical decisions that benefit not just ourselves, but society as a whole. The implications are far-reaching, challenging us to rethink our current systems and practices. So where does this lead us? We're at the precipice of a necessary evolution in decision-making, an evolution driven by the integration of artificial intelligence into our cognitive processes through cyborgization. This theory, with its bedrock in the challenges of bounded rationality, information overload, and decision fatigue, presents a compelling case for a new era of enhanced cognition. Let's quickly recap the critical components of this theory. First, we have augmented processing capacity. This is where artificial intelligence steps in as the ace data analyst, allowing us to process and understand vast quantities of information more efficiently. By doing so, we can mitigate the effects of information overload and make more informed decisions. Second, we have enhanced accuracy and reduced bias. By incorporating AI systems designed to operate without the cognitive biases that humans typically exhibit, we can ensure a more objective analysis of information. This, of course, assumes that these systems are well designed and free from algorithmic biases themselves. Third, we have sustained decision-making stamina. By delegating routine and data-intensive tasks to AI, we can conserve our cognitive resources and reduce decision fatigue, allowing us to focus on decisions that require deep thought and human insight. Fourth, there's adaptive learning and feedback. AI systems can adapt and learn from new information and changing environments faster than humans can. By integrating these systems into our decision-making processes, we create a dynamic feedback loop where both AI and human insights are continuously improved. Finally, we have ethical and global considerations. With enhanced decision-making capabilities, we can better integrate complex ethical issues and global impact considerations into our decisions, aligning our actions with the goal of maximizing benefits and minimizing harm on a larger scale. This theory's implications are far-reaching, affecting policy and governance, education and training, and technological development. It calls for new governance frameworks, a shift in educational systems, and a focus on creating transparent, accountable AI systems designed to augment human cognition. Indeed, the future of decision-making may be more integrated, more augmented, and hopefully more effective than we could ever imagine.